In this video, I'll be going over how to Misty 540 and 720. Both of these tricks are great for beginner skiers or trampolinists who are looking to start exploring the world of off-axis tricks. In this video, I'll break the trick down itself and how to learn it so that you can learn it safely and confidently. But before we get into it, make sure you have your normal 540s, front flips, and side flips dialed in. These skills will be very useful to have down leading up to the Misty. Speaking of, what is a Misty? I think a good way to interpret the Misty is to view it as an off-axis front flip. But what does off-axis even mean? Let's look at a front flip 180, which would be the on-axis equivalent to a Misty 540, and compare them together. In the front flip 180, we set and rotate straight forwards over our head, going completely upside down in the middle of the trick, and finish by rotating a 180 on the way down. But we're always rotating in the straight line, even movement that is typical for on-axis tricks. Now let's compare it to the Misty 540. It's still thrown and set forwards, however, as we get into it, we let one shoulder drop down across our body to the side, which makes us end up on this sideways, less inverted off-axis, before spinning it out with a 180 at the end of it. But it still rotates similarly to a front flip. This becomes even more apparent when we compare higher spinning tricks, like a front full and a Misty 720. So now we know that a Misty 540 is an off-axis front flip plus 180 degrees of spin. But why do we even call it a 540 if we're just spinning 180 degrees? Well, when it comes to off-axis tricks, every flip counts for 360 degrees of rotation. So Misty flip, which counts for 360 degrees, and then a 180 at the end makes it all add up to a total of 540 degrees rotated. This same logic can be used to describe the Misty 720. So, with that out of the way, let's get into how to learn the Misty 540. The first thing we'll learn is the wind up and set. Bring your trailing arm up high to the side of yourself and your lead arm up and across your chest. This is a nice wind up position for the Misty 5. From here, let's practice the set by throwing our arms up and out from this position, and then down and across our body like this. Next up, go through the motions we just practiced and try to roll a 270 onto your back by leaning forward and pushing your trailing shoulder down and across your body towards your opposite hip. Do this a couple of times to start getting a feel for the set and rotation of a Misty. And from there, we can start to incorporate some small bounces into your rolls. You don't need to go that high at first, we're just trying to get a bit of a pop into a roll at this point, so go at your own pace. Keep increasing the height of your bounces until you're starting to get some air under your feet. We can now make your set even more powerful by making sure that you're jumping straight up, lifting and opening up your hips and shoulders and reaching out and forwards with your lead arm as the other one swings out and behind you. As for your legs, kick them out and behind yourself. Making this a habit early on is especially useful if you're ever planning on trying this trick on skis, as you'll have to put a lot more force into it because of the angle a park jump has. Alright, now it's time to start working on a 270 rollout after landing on your back. Set just like we did before, and when you take off from your back again, keep the rotation going by pulling your knees in and look for the landing over your shoulder. Really practice the spotting of your landing. Having this part down will make everything a whole lot easier for the steps coming up. Because now it's time to go all in and combine the Misty set and rollout and actually flip all the way over. If you're not on a garden trampoline, I recommend pulling out a mat for this step. Do the set just like we practiced, but this time pull your knees in and try to flip over to your side instead of your back this time by adding another 90 degrees to your flip. Once this feels comfortable, do the same thing, but try to flip all the way over and land on all fours. Remember to try to spot the trampoline before you actually land. If you've done everything correctly up to this point, you should be landing no more than 45 degrees shy of a full 540. Practice this step a lot and film yourself or have a friend watch you to make sure that nothing's off And once you feel ready, it's time to send the Misty 5. Do the set just like we practiced, and make sure to be patient on takeoff. A common mistake is to get stressed on takeoff and throw downward and tuck way too early, resulting in a very low, uncontrolled flip. After the set, pull your knees in. Going for some sort of tuck or even a grab makes this much easier. Once you roll over in the air, turn your head and look for the landing over your shoulder. Once you see it, keep holding the tuck for as long as you need, and then open up and absorb the landing. And boom! Now you know how to Misty 540. Play around with some grabs and different body positions. Getting good at the Misty can really accelerate your off-axis game overall. Alright, now let's take a look at how to progress your Misty 540 into a 720. We can get a feel for this by going back to the Misty set to rollout that we practiced earlier, but this time when we get into the rollout, really push upwards and open up your body and lead shoulder slightly more than before, and try to add on an extra 90 on the way up so that you land at 630. Do this drill over and over again and try to add a little bit of rotation at the end of your rollout until you end up at 720. Once you have that down, we can apply the same learning technique to the Misty 5. Do a Misty 5 and open your lead shoulder to add a little extra spin out of it and land at 630. From there, it's really just about repetition, adding on a little bit of spin every time until you land at 720. Do not try to add any extra rotation at the beginning of the trick, as this will most likely just screw up your axis. Just like with the 5, be patient on takeoff and let all the rotation happen after the set. Keep practicing, and soon enough you'll have your Misty 720s on lock as well. That was it for today. If you found this video helpful, please drop a like and subscribe so that you don't miss out on any future ones. And if you have any problems I didn't mention in this video, tell me in the comments and I'll help you from there. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.